Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Ravens going up against the Rams. With that, we're once again off to L.A. We're standing by. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry now for the tailback, Ronnie Hillman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
On second down, Hillman. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ronnie Hillman, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The one running back is Gurley. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
To throw on second down is gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Hillman again, a first down carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The defense here for the Rams.
Michael Brockers was a first-round pick coming out of college and has done nothing but enhance that status. A tremendous player inside.
Here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
They run from the pistol with Hillman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ronnie Hillman with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Jimmy Smith looks like the corners that you want coming into the league now. Long, ability to play the football in the air, terrific cover guy.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9.
Here we go. Gone. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on fourth down. Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here come the Ravens. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Play action. Now Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
In the red zone this time. And the D looking like they may blitz.
No. Check. Patriot.
They come out here in the eye. They'll look to run with Hillman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes that.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ronnie Hillman doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
All right, here we go. Now, check, Patriot.
On second down, here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And now it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Set, 3-19. Now, check, Patriot.
Goff on third down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the...
Now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. They get the touchdown, then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
They come out here in the eye. The drive starts with a carry by Ronnie Hillman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Wentz to throw on second down. Drops it off for Hillman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 2nd and 10, Goff finding time. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. 10th carry now for Ronnie Hillman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's go. 3-19.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Here we go now. 3, watching now, Barney.
On first down, Goff. It got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When I watch Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Now Goff on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He has Britt over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Throwing again is Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw. Goff completes it to Crick. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And his pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go. 3-19. Detroit.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do. Ronnie Hillman, nothing but green grass ahead of him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Ronnie Hillman on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now a first down throw. Gone. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, is starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's second down.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
On 2nd and 10, gone. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown.
Hillman loses the football, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Goff on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 81 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Green 39! Green! Mike Wood! Leopard!
On first down, Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first and 10, Goff. So nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Wentz going for the deep ball. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Brashad Perriman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Another carry now for Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The one running back is Gurley. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you worked on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Ravens add on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Strong left. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Back to throw. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They keep it on the ground. Hillman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Hurry up, now, look at 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
I'm coming after you.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They come up in an offset eye. Now Hillman, he has been active this afternoon. Ronnie Hillman, nothing but green grass ahead of him. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 76 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run here with Hillman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. After the penalty, it's Hillman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, they run with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche, and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a Los Angeles first down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
No gain, and it's second down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Play clock winding down. Hillman again. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 5 yards to gain here on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and